about Tibet during the Second World War, if they are claiming Tibet is a part of China. Tibet's stand during the Second World War was a neutral stand. So when the Allied forces wanted to take their arms through India into China, because Burma was under Japan, so they cannot use Burmese dogs. So they wanted to use the Indian dog and then ship through Tibet to China. But Tibet didn't give them the permission. So they, by force, they had to fly over the sky of Tibet. If Tibet was a part of China, why China was asking Tibetans permission? There's no reason. Soon after they came to Tibet in 1949, right after 2 years in 1951 and 2, they forced Tibetan government to sign 17-point agreement, through which agreement they claim Tibet is an autonomous region of Tibet. But why they have to sign an agreement with Tibet if Tibet was already a part of China? So all these evidence clearly show Tibet was an independent state. Look at these colorful flag. These are the Tibetan national flag. This flag we didn't create after 1949. Those were there in the time of independent Tibet. Look at the world history. You will find Tibet was an independent state. And in fact, Tibet was an independent for more than a lot of countries who are already a member of United Nations. Many of these, Tibet was older than many, had been independent state for more than so many other countries who are currently independent and a member of United Nations. And the third purpose of organizing Tibetan Independence Torch Relay is to send to the authorities in Beijing that Tibetan Youth Congress will never surrender to their brutal power, brutal force. To send them a clear message. All the Tibetans worldwide are behind our brothers and sisters who are standing up against their brutal force. So until and unless they get rid of every Tibetan from this world, we will not stop our struggle for the independence. Probably they might be able to get rid of all the Tibetans in Tibet, because they are capable of doing that. They can cut off Tibet from the world and they might massacre the whole Tibetans in Tibet. But how can they come out in free country like here? How would they be able to execute us? So we will still continue this struggle and carry on till we get our country back from China. The Chinese Communist government, they first blamed Dalai Lama behind the recent pro-independence movement in Tibet. But they were not finding enough evidences to back their point, to back their statement. And now they thought, oh, maybe it's a good idea to blame Tibetan Youth Congress on this. And they started phrasing Tibetan Youth Congress as a terrorist organization. But they did not come up with any evidences. We haven't taken any life. I think maybe they need to study what terrorists refer to. They need to go through dictionary, what does terrorism stands for. And if they really know what truly terrorism stands for, then they will realize their own government is the biggest terrorist on this earth. Free Tibet! Free Tibet! Free Tibet! It's so important that we need to stop the Olympic torch relay through Tibet. So let's say, no torch to the torturer. No torch for the torturer. No torch for the torturer. Thank you.